Hi.
Hi, Sejal.
I
Hi.
just, oh, 1 second. I think there is some, yeah. Am I visible clearly?
Yeah, yeah, you are. I
Bit
don't know
pacey.
why you are
One
not
second, 1 second. I think,
visible.
yeah. I think there is some, yeah, better? Okay.
1 second, I'll just check
Yeah,
it.
let's just adjust the lights and,
There are so much things here on Insta, right?
true. All right.
Am I visible clearly now?
Yeah, now you are
Okay.
clearly visible. So
Okay.
I'll quickly introduce people what we are doing today, right?
Yes, please.
Hello, yeah. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Sejal Jain. I'm a fashion and lifestyle influencer. I'm a full-time physiotherapist, practicing physiotherapist. My blog goes by name Glam Protocol. Today, on this occasion of International Women's Day, we are here to discuss at Moha Live the importance of pampering body, skin, and soul, and for which we have Dr. Nutan Pakhare, who's an Ayurveda expert, a yoga guru, and also a gold medalist in Ayurveda. So, hello, Dr. Nutan.
Hello, Sejal. Wish
Hi.
you a very happy Women's Day.
Wish you the same.
Yes.
So happy
Yes.
to have you here, especially on this day where we really need to throw some light on and the importance of all three things.
Yes. True, true. Yes. So you can go ahead with your question, whatever you want to ask me.
Sure, thank you
Or
so much. So, Dr. Nutan, we women play multiple roles, like, we all are multitaskers in some or the other way, be it at home or at work. So, it becomes very difficult on ourselves because then we get irritated, we have weaknesses, our skin gets affected. So, I have definitely some questions from our audience to ask you, and I'm going to shoot it if you're ready.
yes, yes, I'm ready.
So,
First, ask me question what you want to ask me.
yeah. So first
Then
thing I
we'll
want
take.
to understand the correlation between body, mind, and soul. Let's get started with
Yes,
this.
yes, yeah. So, see, as per my understanding, our body, mind, and soul, that's how we have been, formed as a human being.
Yeah.
And when we say body, and our today's topic is like, skin, mind, and soul.
Right.
So, skin is nothing but it is the reflection of your body, the
Yes.
whole body. What is going on inside, it is indirectly reflected on your skin. So, skin included as a part of sense organ, which is the biggest sense organ on us. So, we can consider as a grosser aspect of us. Okay. So that is the body. Then I can say this mind, which comes, like a subtle part. It is a subtle body. So we have this subtle body, which nobody can show you where is your mind. Right now you and me are here, although we are speaking, but we don't have idea that our mind is going somewhere else also in between, right? So
Right.
mind is subtle part which can go anywhere. Okay. And then lastly, soul. That is what we are. We all are nothing but that soul, right? So, to combination, to have this combination, we need to have a balance between everything and remain in that united form, which is what our, whole effort is. So, to look beautiful as a woman, it is very important for all of us, right? So that is what body, mind, and soul. Soul is the positive body in us. Karana Sharir, we say,
Mm-hmm.
right?
So how important is mental health? As some or the other way, it affects mental health. So let us know about that too.
Yes. So when I said that there is a combination of positive body, subtle body, in that subtle body, I said mind. So mind is mainly related to our all this mental health, physical health, because whatever happens in your mental health, it is going to affect your physical health as well. Your face, your skin, everything will show what is going on inside your mind. So we need to take care of our mental health. So the way WHO has defined what is health is all about, that it is not just physical well-being, but it's including of your emotional and all this mental health as well. So when we talk about mental health, there is a lot of things we do in a day. So multiple multiple responsibilities are there. When we are able to cope up with all those responsibility and still find that we are mentally feeling peaceful, happy, then I can say it is mental health. In Ayurveda, health is defined in very beautiful way. There is a sutra which Acharya Sushru says, Samadosha, Samagnischa, Samadhatu, Malakriyaha, Prasanna Atma, Mana Indriya.
Okay.
Swastha iti abhidhiyate means prasanna, that line, the second line, which tells us that the beauty of internal soul and then mind and sense organ. So here when we talk about skin and soul, that is all included in this definition. So health is about taking care of all those aspects of us.
Good, good. That's true. Um, Talking about that, also being soulful is very important, right? But we women really don't take care of ourselves. And so, what should one do to keep the spirit high, soul happy, and content?
Yes, you have rightly catched this point. In fact, I would like to ask you, Dr. Sejal, you have been physiotherapist as well as lifestyle influencer, and you look, so vibrant, and you influence so many people by your lifestyle. So you are the right person, I can say, to answer this.
Uh,
I will definitely speak later, but
yeah.
first you.
Okay, so I will talk about my experience with this, how I managed to be a multitasker or handling two serious profession, one being health and other being like brand business, I would say rather. So basically, balancing is the key. Initially, I used to do everything, whatever used to come my way. Event kar liya, go change, go to patients, go change, go to ICU, and it was getting really haphazard all over. But then I decided to allocate days, divide the days between the week, in the week. Like one day it will be patients and the other day will be only shoots and related work. So that really helps me out. Also, you have to make sure there will be a lot of opportunity coming. So you should not learn to say no, because you would like to have a lot of things in your platter, but it's important to have it little and not everything. Otherwise, you will be choked. So if you're taking a responsibility, I definitely make sure that I am only delivering like my performance, like whatever, be it patients or be it any social media work. It has to be like leveled up. So I take what I can deliver in time, because even for brands there are mohorats sometimes to even post. So that is quite serious. And health, of course, we all know how serious the subject is. So yeah, so balancing the way and learning to take only what you can do in whatever field it is the key to this.
Yeah. So you are exactly following all this lifestyle which has been, advised in Ayurveda and yoga. That is what my field is all about. So it says that, do also you have right to say no. Don't always try to, please everybody. As a woman, we definitely, want to do everything for everybody, but we just ignore self.
Yeah.
So we need to follow our internal signals, what body says, what mind says, and try to develop that self love. So I can say, if you want to be soulful, you need to start loving self first
Yes.
and respecting self first. If you respect yourself, if you love yourself, then you have a lot of things which you can give to others. But first, stabilize your inner world
Yeah.
so that you can reflect your charm outside,
That's true. Like when you're talking about this, I definitely come across skin. Skin being the largest organ, it actually envelops the entire body. And like you mentioned, it will reflect outside what is inside. So even if you're beautiful and all, but if you are not happy internally, your skin will be dull. It will be shown. Also, vice versa, if you are not treating yourself well, your skin well, then that the pimples, acne, blisters, everything will pop out. So please suggest how to deal with this situation.
Yeah, skin is very, very important part because it covers all our flesh, bones, and everything.
Yes.
It also gives us, vitamin D, which is needed for our bone health.
Yes.
You know, absorption of this rays which comes and fall on skin, it actually synthesis vitamin D. So skin is absolutely, it is very important part of us, and specifically women. Every woman wants to look beautiful, but one needs to understand that age we cannot, you know, it's degeneration is inevitable, you know. But what Ayurveda says is we can extend this time of, you know, degeneration process
Yeah.
in one's life. So if you want to extend this time, you need to follow certain diet, certain lifestyle, and you have to adapt the changes which is happening, you know, seasonally.
Mm-hmm.
And when now summer season is going to start, right? So there is a transition period. So we have concept of ritucharya, that is seasonal diet and lifestyle, how you can, you know, change slow and steady way. It's not that sudden we can start drinking cold water because we start feeling thirsty
Firstly, yeah.
frequently now. So you have to slowly, steadily, you have to just go ahead, understand the signal, and start drinking little bit, you know, not cold water, not freeze water. You can, you know, drink cold water, but you can have that earthen pot at your
Yeah.
home. So that's the way you can take
Naturally.
care slowly, slowly, naturally. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is what the way. So, in terms of food, you have to take care of healthy food. Everybody knows nowadays so many nutritionists, dietitian, keeps on advising. Internet is full of information and knowledge. But then, how Ayurveda different in this? Because Ayurveda is not talking about generalized advices. Ayurveda always recommend constitute based advice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we are saying here some tips and, you know, we will give some tips here, but I would recommend each of or whoever listening to us that please understand your body constitution. So if you are kapha body, kapha predominant body, or pitta predominant body, or vata predominant body, then you need to just make little bit plus minus changes in the same advice, but plus minus changes must be there. So that you will get it from Ayurveda doctor, of course.
That's
Yeah.
true. But talking about summers, I would really, really like to know from you because the skin gets really agitated. We are irritable and everything. So, there are any diet changes, and would you suggest something like intake, good intakes for food in terms of food, like water? You already mentioned, like how you can change, but in food items, what should we include for sure?
Yeah, right. Because, like I said, our human body is made up of all this body, mind, and soul. And we need to maintain this moisture anyhow. Whatever season comes, may it be summer, may it be winter, or now after this rainy season. So, we need to maintain moisture. That is the key.
Right.
Okay. So, now in summer, what happens due to the increase in heat? This moisture or the kapha level which was there, lubrication level, it's going to just go away. So we need to maintain our hydration, and to maintain that hydration, that we need to add some fruits. We need to fruits like watery fruits. Specifically, I will recommend coconut water. You know, have that coconut in your even the food, what you cook food generally. So you can add coconut mainly because coconut has oil and oil as well as water into it. So second thing, I will also, yes, I will also recommend some kind of watermelon,
Yeah.
berries, you know, food item. You can have cucumber in your diet, right? And avoid spicy, hot food. And externally, of course, we have moha face wash to apply. You know, there are so many products which Moha offer, the Moha Life offer that you can use for taking care of skin externally. So I guess this much things, if you just follow, it will maintain your skin and keep hydration. That is what
Important.
important thing.
I
Drinking
add
proper
chia
water.
seeds, especially nowadays, to my water to make sure it's cooling and really good for overall health. I think that makes really a lot of difference,
Yes,
especially
yes,
because summers have
yes,
already
yes,
started. Yeah.
yes. And like it affect our mind also. We feel fatigued, we feel tired, we feel, you know, exhausted. and we feel angry, jealousy, all these, things also will just come up. So we need to just, balance why you're getting angry. It might be, dehydration. Your body is still talking to you some days. So just try to drink, a glass of water and you will feel cool. So cooling lifestyle we need to adapt.
And like she mentioned about the face wash, I would also mention about my skincare, how I'm taking outside. Make sure,
Yes.
make sure you are wearing sunscreen. It's very, very important. I
Yeah.
use the Moha one. It is chemical free and very nice too. It has good
Yes.
fragrance and stuff. So yeah, that
Yes.
really works.
Yes.
But don't forget sunscreen, whichever you're using. But make sure you're now using it. Otherwise, skin is gonna go for
Of
toss.
course, sunscreen is so important. Mainly, it is advised you don't go out,
Yeah,
you know,
in too.
because we have to stay in house. Now we can't restrain because we are in house only since pandemic was there, and just
Yeah.
now we are coming out of this pandemic. So we can't avoid even that things to go out and enjoy. But yes, ensure apply this sunscreen, which is even Moha Life offer that you can apply that, go out and enjoy the freedom,
Right.
and take moonlight, not sunlight
Oh,
at this time.
nice.
You know? You can
Go for
lie
evening
down on
walks.
terrace in the yeah.
Right, right. So I had this question while you were talking, and I saw some questions also coming. Like any home remedies in terms of keeping the skin nice and glowy during this summer?
I have this chickpea flour,
Yeah, yeah.
that powder. You can make that powder, and we have, Ayurveda powder also. I mostly use home remedies. I make it at home and apply on the skin. Fragrance, mainly fragrance. We need to have a lot of fragrance, good fragrance around us to ensure our mind feel, good. Due to that fragrance, it's
And
add a lot of
relaxed.
positivity, right?
Yeah.
So you can use that and you can apply once, or sandalwood is the great thing. Turmeric,
Mm-hmm.
mix all these things along with milk or rose water. So you can make the paste and you can apply. So I think, yeah, somebody is asking about pigmentation. Pigmentation, even you can see on my face also, you will see pigmentation. Basically, don't want to hide anything. I'm very much, want to be there as it is. Because what happens, we need to accept self as it is, who we are. Although I advise, yes, we need to be presentable outside, we need to be very much looking beautiful, but at the same time, people look at your natural way of presence and authenticity more. So you will look more beautiful if you are authentic. So those pigmentation, nobody will see that pigmentation. But yes, you can take care of that pigmentation if you follow the lifestyle which I told you, that the transition time, what Ayurveda advise,
Mm-hmm.
that when you go with the face some changes, you need to know what kind of, how I can go and adapt the next lifestyle. So take care of this transition time and everything will be all right in the end, I guess.
Now that is really motivating me to get the filter off here, and here we are without the filter. So yeah, actually it's very important today, especially when it's the day. We need to understand how important is to be real you, and how important is the filter off. No, wait a second, I don't know.
You should feel confident in your own skin.
Second.
That that's
Yeah,
reflect beauty.
it
Again.
should be. That's
Yeah.
true. That's very important because accept internally and externally how you are, and you all are beautiful. We all are beautiful.
Yes, we all are beautiful. That's what universe has been not at all partial to anybody.
Yes.
When we have been created as a human being, every parts are very well fixed.
Designed.
Now
Yeah.
it's us, who have forgotten after taking birth, and we have been just, going, pleasing our sense organ, getting attached with all those object matters outside, and then fall sick. So that's our duty to direct the sense organ towards inwards, and that's why here I want to add point of yoga.
Yeah.
Doing yoga is very important. In the summer, do not over exercise. If you do exercise, if you sweat, already sun is giving you a lot of sweat. Again, if you do exercise and if you just take out that whatever remaining water in you through exercise, then again you will be dehydrated. So yoga is not doing that way. Yoga practice itself is the balance, making balance in your body, mind, and soul. So follow yoga, do yoga practice
Yeah, but someone is
daily.
asking, what to do to get proper sleep, like dealing with insomnia and stress. How do you really help in that situation? Yeah.
Of course, sleep. It is one research says that women who sleeps 7 hours, okay, 7 hours, she can lose her weight and her skin can glow, like without any use of any cosmetic.
Wow.
So 7 hours sleep you have to take it. That is what Ayurveda also tells, that there are three pillars of life. One is food, second is your sleep, and third is your lifestyle. Ahar, Nidra, and Brahmacharya. So Brahmacharya means you need to follow the life of universe law, nature's law. Brahmacharya is not doing sex, okay? So even in summer, you have to little bit control, doing sex if that point is taken. So that's the way you will just preserve your energy, because that also gives you exertion. So Ahar, Nidra, and Brahmacharya, you need to just maintain. These are the pillars of life. So what to get for sleep? Like I said, use some aroma related fragrance, keep dim light, follow Ratri Charya, night rituals, which Ayurveda suggests. You know, you have to, if you are going out and coming at home, you have to take bath, you have to get freshen up, you have to, eat properly. You have to stay away from all these, our mobile, laptop, everything.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we can't sleep without mobile, right? Nobody is sleeping without mobile.
Yeah.
Anyone can sleep without wife or husband, but mobile should be there. It has become so much important. So I think if you want to have a sound sleep, we have to stay away from all these gadgets. So if you really want something, you can have a book, read book, have something which is going to feed your mind in a healthy way, and it will also give you sleep, because after some time you will start feeling sleepy.
Remember your
So
studying time, coffee bhi asar nahi karta tha. Open the book and I used to personally sleep during exams.
yes.
Yeah.
So if you want sleep, if you are suffering from insomnia or something, you try those things and let us know. How do you feel?
Definitely.
Yeah, and do meditation, some chanting, Omkar chanting 21 rounds before sleeping. So I think that will be great help for you.
But also, I saw a question regarding meditation itself. I think there was some question, how you to concentrate and do meditation. Like, is there any pro tip for same? People like myself also. Actually, I fail to do meditation. Like so many times, my mind gets distracted. I know you should not control your thoughts. That is what everyone has told me. But to meditate it's an art. And some pro tip for that.
See, meditation is one part of yoga, okay? I follow Ashtanga yoga, which is actually authentic yoga. Okay, nowadays there are even the dilution of yoga are there, hot yoga, beer yoga, that yoga, this yoga. So, and people have just misdirected even in the field of yoga, which yoga I should follow. So I would suggest follow Ashtanga yoga, which is the authentic one, which tells you how to behave on the social platform. First, number two is how to behave personally. Then number three is asana, that body poses, how your postures, what you perform on the mat. And then fourth one is breathing, because when you breathe in and breathe out, when you pay attention, even simply attention, paying attention to your breath, that you actually give a lot of consciousness, and oxygen consumption happens faster when you just pay attention towards breath. And that's the way even the blood circulation will be good, and even your skin will get reflected as a good vibes. It will give good vibes. Then after that, for fifth one, that is what the problem is, we are facing, that is pratyahara, that is giving opposite food to your sense organ.
Okay.
Now let me give you one example. Like if I am here I'm watching some YouTube, okay, YouTube channel, and I'm listening. Human mind is very much tricky, and there are on YouTube another pop-up things keeps on coming in front of us, and then we watch one video, then we just stop that. We open another link, then another link, then another link, then another link, and we don't listen anybody properly, right?
Yeah.
That is how what we are doing. We are just flowing what that media wants us to flow. So pratyahara means what? Okay, I have decided I want to watch one video, which is my target today, which is educational way, which it will help my health and my routine. So let me just stay away from all these other things. So I am instructing my mind. I am instructing my eyes and my ears. That is just be there at one point. Okay. And this is the strain of sense organ going and distracting. That is pratyahara. Okay. If I want, I love sweet food. So I have to just tell, okay, eat only one gulab jam. Don't go ahead because you like it. You are keep on eating, eating, eating. So that is again pratyahara. So that practice you have to do. Then you reach inside, that is paying concentration, that one pointed attention, undivided attention on that things. When you achieve that state, then finally the seventh stage is meditation.
Oh, okay.
And if you are succeeded in meditation, then you will achieve that samadhi or that blissful state of being. So from doing, you have to reach to the being. That is what all yoga about. So meditation is the result, byproduct of the things which you have done earlier. It's not just the things just you are listening somebody and all. It's not meditation. You will you close your eyes and see so many things will pop up. Here, what I should eat today, what I should cook. Okay, what is my to-do list for tomorrow? So many things will pop up in your mind.
Right.
So I think meditation, you need to first decide the place where your a regular place where you that place is just your place. Nobody will come there to disturb you.
Okay.
Number one, you have to stay away from all the gadgets. So somebody is asking here, what is pro tip? So I am telling you this pro tip. You have to first decide you are going to do this कंसंट्रेशन प्रैक्टिस नंबर 1 पहले तो कंसंट्रेट कर लो है ना कंसंट्रेट के बाद मेडिटेशन अपने आप होने वाला है तो उसके लिए पहले तो आपको प्रिपरेशन करना पड़ेगा प्रेप इज व्हाट यू हैव टू डिसाइड द प्लेस then you have to decide fix in your mind because our mind works once you set that clock in your mind okay 8 o'clock I have to sit at this place and I have to stay away from everything and I have to tell even in my people who are nearby to me just don't come this time to this time
It's your time.
so that's the way it's me time
Yeah.
so that reminds me I have written one book which is the ultimate guide to garbha sanskar for women and pregnant women this book so this in this book I have written there is a concept of me to me concept so it's a me time we don't give me time women don't give me time they give attention to their husband their kids and when they reach to menopausal phase they found they are alone they are lonely so if they I'm not saying here ki don't pay attention to your husband or kids of course that is our duty and we can't ignore that but remember that me in you okay so that me should be there all the phases your childhood phase your married age you become mother later on then that time also don't forget self even if there are children but first take care of yourself and then lastly menopause you will find you have double me means your me which we have carried from your childhood that plus you and now nobody is going to disturb you in menopause time because you have done a lot of things and nobody needs you that time so you have to take benefit of this you know
Yes,
so
and we
enjoy
are
your time
benefiting a lot. Here is yoga guru and an expert gold medalist, which is totally reflecting by this was totally new for me. The whole meditation concept which you explained was amazing. Thank you so much. Okay,
Thank you.
so I would lastly ask you one more question, to wind this up. Like one golden rule of Ayurveda to keep women live life to the fullest with healthy mind, soul, and skin. What would you suggest?
Self-love,
Yes.
giving me time, which I have just now explained. I don't want to repeat again. Remember that me time. And yes, women have a lot of Shakti. That's why we call it as a Shakti, right? We have a lot of potential. We have been trusted by universe, you know,
Yes.
trusted by universe to continue this the life on this planet Earth. That's why we have been given that process of becoming pregnant, carrying baby for 9 months, nourishing. So we have power of creation and cultivation. So I think we should, uh, you know, feel very proud about this as a woman.
Yes.
And we need to first respect self. You cannot ask any other person to give you respect, and you don't need even to fight for respect. Respect will come if you start respecting self. So where you want to say yes, you say yes, but most of the time you need to even say no. So recognize that when you want to say no and realize self. So that is my message. Self-realization is the key of moving further.
Great, great. And there was one question from me. How do you do Abhyangam properly? Like, how do you practice it?
Yeah, oil pulling is one of the very, very important point which has been explained in Ayurveda. It is included in dinacharya, daily routine. So in Ayurveda, there is a dinacharya and rutucharya. So dinacharya tells us about how you start your day, how you progress, what you need to do when you progress your day, and in the night when you wind up, how you have to wind up that day. Okay. So when you start, in the starting only, this oil pulling has been recommended. And you need to just, oil pulling means just applying oil on your body. Okay.
Okay.
So this oil can be just coconut oil. You don't need to be fancy. Even I guess moha also have this oil which you can apply on your body and you can have your bath. So you can start your day with
I have one with
very good.
me.
Yes,
Use
yes,
it, yeah,
yes.
every night. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So I guess this gives a lot of positive, insight. It actually gives you a lot of good positivity in your body, mind, and soul, everything, and skin automatically reflect outside. So I guess oil pulling is just applying oil with your hand, all your body parts before your bath, and then wait for some time, at least 30 minutes, and then have a good shower. Last year, I guess Manisha has reminded me that I have even given you that you can meditate even doing shower,
Yeah.
because that is also another me time. We are alone in our space. So if you don't have any other space, you can take the this
Most of it, most
bathroom
of your bath.
most of your bath, yeah, and meditate. Yes,
Yes, amazing,
yes.
amazing. I think we made a most of this session and really it was very insightful. I'm sure our audience also benefited a lot from
Somebody
this.
is asking here how your skin is glowing, because your skin is glowing. People are asking you, so you have to share some secret. What are you doing?
I generally, like you also mentioned, I follow those things specifically. I hydrate myself. That is my first thumb rule, hydration. And I think less is more. I don't really indulge into a lot of, even though I'm a blogger, I use a lot of beauty products, but honestly, I keep it very minimal. I try to, my cleansing, toning, moisturizing, and sunscreen using is the go to skincare regime. And when it comes to, applying makeup also, I use chemical free products. For all my skincare products, it's chemical free and natural, most of it. So yeah, and eat proper food. Eat minimal if you like lots. I used to indulge into a lot of sugar intake, which lot of from this live I learned not to get into, after 9 o'clock, don't eat chocolates and all because I am a chocoholic. So yeah, So obviously you need to
You
really
should
have
know.
that discipline, and you should be good then.
Yes, discipline and consistency is important. And what we have discussed about this oil pulling, this itself, whole skin, your whole body. Skin is the organ which is present everywhere in our body part, right? So this oil pulling works very nicely on the skin because that's the way your blood circulation directed towards the periphery,
True.
and then wherever blood circulation goes, that particular part get nourishment,
That's
you
true.
know. So I
Light
think this
massage
massage,
will definitely,
like
excite all
massage,
the
yes, yes,
cells and
not only just
work.
facial and things, but you have to go with the whole body massage and all. So that's really, really helpful. I do that, and that's why I feel, myself internally healthy. Means now I am achieving my, coming near to my perimenopausal period. So those changes, and I do accept that gracefully. So we need to, even as a woman, we have to accept that also.
Yeah,
Aging gracefully is important to be happy. You know.
that's true. That's true. And you are
Yeah.
definitely glowing, ma'am. This is how it is. So we know the secret as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's very
Thank you.
important,
Thank
truly important, to know the correct way of dealing with every phase of your life. That's how you can be
you. Yes.
beautiful
Yes.
all your
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we will call it off, and this was amazing. I'm sure audience really benefited from this. In fact, I also learned so many new things this session, and I'm so grateful to you for that. Thank you so
Awesome,
much.
Sejal.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And
Your
guys,
vibes are very positive.
sorry.
Your vibes are very positive.
Thank you
That's
so
why I can
much.
say
Thank
so
you.
much
Thanks.
things.
That means a lot.
Because it all, as a speaker, I always think that whoever listening to me or talking with me, they are the person who are extracting from me whatever I have it. So I think credit goes to you.
No, I'm seriously learning a lot, and I have learned a lot, and I'm sure we are going to have more sessions together to exchange knowledge and grow. And guys, so if you have any queries, so mention in your comment section. We will be posting this video as well in case if you missed watching it. And for a free consultation for your hair and skin, you can log into www.moha.co.in and stay glowing. Happy Women's Day to all. Bye, doc.
Bye bye. Happy International Women's Day 2022. Bye.
Yes. Bye bye.
Bye bye.